1-on-1, a clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Here's Dort. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Conley finds Gobert. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. McDaniels in the post. He's against Williams. Just 4 to shoot. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert.
Well, if anyone epitomizes take what the defense gives you, it's Mike Conley.
Williams passes to Dort from deep. That shot off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Chet Holmgren. Randall no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now Conley after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll tell you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander after Rudy Gobert missing on that last three-pointer. Williams for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Up top, Gobert. He's defended by Hartenstein. Randall outside. For three, Edwards. Rebound by Williams.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Outside, Dort. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. McDaniels against Holmgren. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. McDaniels finds Randall. Conley with the three. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Now, here's Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Randall dishes to Conley. Over to the left wing. Gobert with a wide open look. No good from the wing.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Williams kicks to Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from outside. Here's Gobert. Nothing on the board. Here's the three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Tie game in Minnesota. The second quarter comes. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Wallace. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Walking foul call on Alex Caruso. First personal foul. First team foul.
Minnesota making a switch. Maynard's checked in. So it's the Timberwolves now. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Oklahoma City trailing. Mitchell finds Williams. Fires the three. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Reid. Here's Minot. Good D by Williams.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
And here is DiVincenzo. Poked away. Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Minot sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in.
Caruso against Reid. Pass to Minot. Picked by Reid. Takes the three. Rebound by Wallace.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Outside Williams. Here's Caruso. The Thunder with another miss. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. From past the arc. Minot. Good. Minot's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando, was in most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Count the basket.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game. Thunder trailing by 9. Now here's Caruso. Scoreless thus far. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Williams kicks to Mitchell. Now here's Caruso. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
A three for DiVincenzo. No good, shot missing. And so it's Minnesota with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Back right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Thunder trailing by 10. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's not going to go. Minnesota's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. It's Randle with the drive. No one near Conley as he lets it go. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Randle's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Dort on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota leading by 13. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here we are sizing up Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
And he can't hit the second. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Drives to the hoop. Fires away from way outside. Gobert can't hit. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. A 12-point game. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Randle. Randle's got 4 assists in the game.
Right back at you. Conley's a counter-puncher. He knows when his team needs a lift.
Timberwolves leading by 12. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Outside Conley. Back to Gobert. Randle, a screen on Dort. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Randle no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Holmgren with it. 5 points in the game. Hartenstein with the screen for Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Kept alive.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Conley. 13 points in the game. Gobert, the pass to McDaniels. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 12. Williams with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. The Thunder with another miss. The Timberwolves shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley left side. Launches it. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And we're so used to seeing Conley as the facilitator, but tonight, his number is being called.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Timberwolves leading by 15. The drive by Gobert. No one near Randall as he lets it go. The three-pointer no good. Pass to Holmgren. For 3, Williams. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Timberwolves. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Thunder, Aaron Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Cason Wallace. And it's Jang in at the 5. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Thunder trailing by 17. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. East End, the last few decades, we've seen the 3 become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is. And teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the 3 spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the 3 is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner 3.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And the rejection by Holmgren. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Randall passes to McDaniels. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 5th assist in this one. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easier.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he lays it up and in.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break in the air and down hard.
Whoa, stop.
They get a hand on it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Hartenstein.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Hartenstein. Williams passes to Holmgren. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Minnesota leading by 11. Conley inside the line, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And that's 18 points for Conley. Now Hartenstein. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Conley for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
From deep, Williams. Mike Conley with the rebound. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Timberwolves.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game from Mike Conley.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Outside Williams, shoots over McDaniel. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Launches it from deep. He can't get that one. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Here are the starters for Houston. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Thompson out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. Green for 3. Rebound Minnesota.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Gobert against Thompson. Randall a screen on Thompson. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Rockets on D. For 3, Randall. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Houston's ball. Van Vliet, the pass to Green. And the 3 off target. And so Gobert will bring it up for the T-Wolves. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Now here's Şengün. Brooks outside. Thompson, a screen on McDaniels. Brooks from outside. Offensive board. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Thompson passes to Şengün. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Houston has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Out to Thompson from behind the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Minnesota has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
And it's hammered home by Green.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And Minnesota with possession here. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. And that one's good from Conley.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dime.
The kick out to Van Vliet. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota leading by 7. Shot is up. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots. You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him. Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Tipped away. Stolen by Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Green. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Green's gotten his second bucket.
He has a great feel for scoring in the painted area. Nice play by Jalen Green.
To the middle. Outside for Randall. Back to Edwards. For 3. Fires in the triple. Edwards just got 6 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Thompson outside. Pass to Brooks. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
They double Randall. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. fast break. Here come the Rockets. And here's Green from the arc. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 7.
Terrific job by Green, utilizing that world-class speed to get out ahead of everybody else.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Thompson left side. Over Edwards. Another shot. And he gets the bucket.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
The 3, Conley. No good there. And so it's Mike Conley making things happen for Minnesota, hitting 3 straight. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
We've got Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Miller. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Edwards in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And Şengün throw it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün getting himself way up there?
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Here's Whitmore outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Ali, thanks for that. Rockets trail by 7. DiVincenzo with a steal. Edwards fires from way outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Now here's Easton. He's covered closely. And stolen by Edwards. Oh, they get a hand on it. Alexander Walker, the pass to DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. The Rockets have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Whitmore. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Whitmore's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Reid with it, guarded now by Holiday. Reid passes to DiVincenzo. The 3. Easton pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Whitmore. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Rockets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Offensive rebound. Out to the right wing. Pass to Holiday. Picked by Smith. Outside Eason. 3 on the clock. Fires the 3. Another 3 from Houston. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Back to Whitmore. Smith outside. Pass to Şengün. Smith left side. Over Edwards. Again, Houston.
Not an easy shot for a young player, but Smith Jr. really smooth that time.
Miller finds Reed. The kick out to Edwards. Off the mark there with a 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Back to Smith. 30 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Şengün. Fires from the corner. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, DiVincenzo. Off target from outside. On the wing, Holiday. DiVincenzo covering. Outside, Alexander Walker. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll be back right after this.
26. The Rockets. 26.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Alperen Şengün getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that. His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
For 3, Randall. Rebound by Van Vliet. And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for Houston. 3-point lead.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
3-pointer. Connects from downtown. Van Vliet's got 6.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Randall outside. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Minnesota again missing. Houston leading by 6. Pass to Green. Finding some room inside. Green.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Conley looking for an opening. McDaniels from long range. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. He's got 5.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Thompson outside. Left side, Green. Back to Van Vliet. Outside for Green. Brooks outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Gobert with a screen on Green. Conley with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Pass to Şengün. And here's Brooks. Back to Şengün. The kick out to Van Vliet. Launches it. And it's Green missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred Van Vliet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it, and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Green. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards with it. Green picks him up. For the lead. Edwards, no good. The Rockets have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. The drive by Brooks. Unable to get that one. Oh, good D by Edwards. Van Vliet against Conley. Gobert up top. Still without a bucket. And here's Edwards outside. The triple hit for Edwards.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
To win the drought. Thompson's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Here's McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Brooks from outside drops in the 3.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Conley passes to Randall. Randall, a screen on Van Vliet. Double by Van Vliet. Pass to McDaniels. That 3's off the mark. Houston has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Thompson outside. And there's the screen. Back to Green. Here's the 3. No good. Tie game in Minnesota. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for the Rockets, they're shooting about 41%. We've got Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Minot in at the 4 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Alexander-Walker, defended by Eason. Pass to DiVincenzo. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Smith passes to Şengün. Pulls it. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Şengün.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Outside, Alexander-Walker. Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Pass to Eason. The 3 ball. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves trail. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Reed finds DiVincenzo. Now here's Alexander-Walker. Gets the 3 to fall.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Outside Holiday, launches a 3, knocks down the triple. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Shot is good by Edwards.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Outside Holiday, pass to Whitmore. Smith outside. Outside Eason, lets it go from deep, buries it from 3. And the Rockets lead by 2. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
DiVincenzo can't hit. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. They get it back.
Using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. 5 on the clock. Edwards for 3. Yes! Great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards has got 7 now in this quarter. Brooks against McDaniels. Now here's Brooks. Tightly guarded. That one's good for 2.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dylan delivers.
Pass to McDaniels. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Green finds Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. Offensive board. Good D by Gobert.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
From deep, Conley. Gobert passes to Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Randall a screen on Van Vliet. Back to Edwards. Launches a 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Outside, Green. Thompson passes to Green. Look at Green showing off his range.
Green's got a full toolkit now, which makes him unstoppable at times.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Randall pass to Edwards. Rebound by Van Vliet.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And the defense is all over Van Vliet inside. But he sticks with it and wins a trip to the line for his efforts.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Randall a screen on Green. Edwards a pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. No good from outside.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And nails the tray.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Clark.
attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. Just 3 to shoot, and Green puts up a deep 3 from beyond the arc, and then some.
And you can tell Green is a competitive player, willing to put in the sweat to find looks.
Dort misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brooks against Williams. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Brooks. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. It's a 3-point game. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren the pass to Hartenstein. Brooks grabs the board. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Now let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Mark Dagnall. David?
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now Brooks after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Green inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Brooks misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Offline with his 3. Houston leading by 4. On the wing, Brooks. Another miss by Houston. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Wallace is checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switch here also for Houston. Smith is checked in. Over in the corner, Dort. No good on the 3. Houston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Brooks for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 4. Here's Williams. Rebound by Smith. For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Dort with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Holmgren kicks to Williams. On the wing, Wallace, guarded by Green to stop the drought. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Wallace.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thompson misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Dort. The Rockets also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred Van Vliet.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Now, here is Smith. Right wing. Adams, the pass to Green. Fires from deep. The Thunder pull it in. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by Smith. The Rockets shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Pass to Adams. Back to Smith. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. Fires from way outside. Oh, big time play! And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Wallace. Then it's Williams. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
On the wing, Wallace. No scoring in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Smith on the wing. Back to Eason. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Thunder with the lead. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
That's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Pass to Eason.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Now Whitmore. The Rockets again can't hit. Eason against Williams. Here's Wallace. Şengün with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Eason gets a wide open look.
Eason.
It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Eason's got himself on the board with 3 there. A floater. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Pass to Şengün from outside the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Listen, even average 3-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Smith to pass to Eason. Wallace against Şengün. Smith up top. Back to Şengün. And a wide open look for Whitmore. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On the wing, Wallace. This one for 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Here's Caruso. That's tipped. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Houston with a big group substitution here. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Brooks comes in for Şengün. Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Fires the three. Another miss by Houston. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Hartenstein. Williams up on top. Outside, Dort fires from deep. Eason grabs the board. Rockets trail. Brooks outside. Thompson against Williams. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dort finds Holmgren. Can they get it? He takes it up and lays it in. Holmgren's got his first bucket in this one. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And they're on the break. Here's Joe. Good D by Thompson. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt for the game here. And Dagnall calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. From deep, Green sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end the quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
Taking a look at the Rockets. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Dylan Brooks out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the center position. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Brooks kicks to Şengün. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Good, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. On the left block, and he nails the jumper.
Well, Dort touched the paint, and he was immediately thinking score.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Şengün. Up and in on the layup. Şengün's got 5 points so far.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. Paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
The Thunder shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Thompson surveying the floor. In the corner, Şengün with it. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. Takes a three. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Alex Caruso checked in for Chet Holmgren. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tari Eason's checked in for Brooks. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Rockets ball.
Rockets leading by 4. There's Green with the three. Sinks the triple. Green's got 10.
Not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Stolen by Thompson. Gilgeous-Alexander against VanVleet. Thompson passes to VanVleet. There's Green with the three. Rebound by Williams. Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And it's in there. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. The Rockets have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Eason. Count that bucket. Eason's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. He gets it in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in the quarter.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Kicks it out to VanVleet. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Houston moving the ball around. Thompson inside. He's against Williams. And Thompson gets it to go.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Got a piece of it. Unable to get that one. And so it's Houston ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rockets leading by 9. We've got Alex Caruso. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Wiggins in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. The Rockets pull it in. Now Whitmore. Smith on the wing. Back to Whitmore. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
3 points.
Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, how about the vision from Smith? You have to know not just where, but when to deliver the ball.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander fails to fall. This number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots. And Holiday has it in the corner. Here's Smith. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Driving in. Teardrop shot. The Rockets pull it in. Eason's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Whitmore. Rebound by Wallace. Under trailing by 12. Pass to Caruso. A 3-ball. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Now here's Wiggins. He's covered by Eason. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets leading by 14. Smith finds Whitmore. Misses the 3. The Thunder have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. Bucket is good.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Smith for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wiggins. Rockets with the rebound.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Holiday, the pass to Eason. There's the 3. Another miss by Houston. Under trailing by 12. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Holiday against Williams. Wiggins from outside. Good on the 3-point shot. Wiggins has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder. Wiggins has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point land tonight. On the wing, Wallace shoots. Good. Great play by Williams to shut it up. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA, an outstanding defender. That time sends it back.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Houston with a big group substitution here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Jari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Second shot opportunity. Hartenstein can't get it to go. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Rockets leading by 10.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Rockets.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Şengün.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
For 3, Holmgren. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
It's Thompson off the drive.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
VanVleet wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was...
This one as I am. Some of the league's most exciting talent on the floor.
Oh, my, man. I am most definitely up for this one. With the athleticism on both sides, there's going to be no shortage of highlights.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Julius Randle out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. Dort for 3. First shot won't go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Randle, a screen on Hartenstein. Now here's Gobert. Ooh, poked away. Dort with a steal. And here's Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Randle, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Randle. For 3, Conley. No good on the shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Hartenstein with it. To the paint. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. For 3, Randle drains the triple.
Well, Randle keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with the 3. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. And last season, Brent, many believe that SGA was deserving of the MVP award.
Well, he made such a strong case, BA. I mean, finishing in the top 3, that is remarkable. He led that young Thunder team, again, to the #1 seed in the Western Conference and averaged 36 and 5. He also led the league in 2 steals per game. What a season.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknault and I were able to chat. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and to take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Williams misses.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And just showing off his mobility as a big man. Holmgren puts his head down and charges into the shot.
Conley with the ball. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Back to Conley. Here's the 3. The Thunder pull it in. Dort outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams against Gobert. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries to save it. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Alex Caruso in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Pass to Caruso. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Clark outside. Got a piece of it. Outside, DiVincenzo. shoots. Williams grabs the board.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Minnesota's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Randall on the screen. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Randall. He has 6. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wiggins right side. Takes the 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Reed to screen on Caruso. And here's Clark for 3. He can't get it to go. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the buzzer beater. There's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides. The score. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Williams is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Williams from long range. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Minot's checked in for Miller.
Number 8, Josh Minot.
Now DiVincenzo. No points yet. Pass to Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo against Mitchell. Oh, swiped away. Here's Caruso. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play. All that hustle is paying off.
Outside Mitchell. Caruso outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Nickeil Alexander-Walker picks one up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
And the three-pointer goes.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Williams. Outside Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Mitchell's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit. But size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Mitchell finds Caruso. Now Wallace. Back to Caruso. Wallace outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Edwards, a pass to Garza. Outside Reed. For 3, DiVincenzo. The offensive rebound. To the inside. They set the pick. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Garza. Mitchell grabs a miss.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Outside, Williams. Williams passes to Williams. 5 to shoot. Now here's Mitchell. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Garza. Still no points. Left side Reed. Out to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Caruso. From deep, Mitchell. He drops it from range. And the Thunder lead by 2.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Reed with it. Caruso covers. Left side, Alexander Walker. Just 5 on the clock. No one near him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter. Williams passes to Williams. Wallace outside. Pass to Mitchell. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter.
Thunder foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Conley looking for an opening. Pass to McDaniels. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
3 points.
From deep three-point range. And that's not going to go. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota. They lead by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Julius Randle, he is getting it done today.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
On the court for Minnesota. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the quickness in transition. I mean, I like watching Williams convert in these situations.
Outside Edwards. Randle on the screen. Back to Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Lets a 3 fly. Hartenstein pulls it in.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Dort against Edwards. Dort's shot is good.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
Outside McDaniels. And he drives in. For 3, Randle. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Edwards against Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Conley. Stop the drought. Nails Misses it from 3. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
The kick out to Williams. Just over 2.5 minutes going by in the second half. Count that bucket.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Edwards. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Williams with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Hartenstein's got his first points of the game. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
1:10 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. And Williams punches it home.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Knocks it loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai with a step, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with it. Back to Daniels. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Gobert no good. Thunder leading by 8.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
And here's Edwards outside. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Oklahoma City finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Really. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Alex Caruso, Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Aaron Wiggins, and it's Jang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And here's Clark for 3. The shot no good. Oklahoma City shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Sajang. To the middle. DiVincenzo with the steal. Reed with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Clark with the screen. It's Reed with a drive. Fires the 3. Another miss by Minnesota. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Reed. Clark to pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Ingles. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to drop. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with the rebound. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
The kick out to Wiggins. Takes it inside, and it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. DiVincenzo against Wiggins. Ingles from outside. Hits the trifecta. Ingles has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
Caruso with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Over to the wing. Here's Jang. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Pass to Dort. And Gobert with a block.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. They get it back. Jang. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line is going your defender, James.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Timberwolves trail.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Gobert with a screen on Dort. Pass to McDaniels to take the lead. And another three from Minnesota.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jang. It's Dort on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Here's Hartenstein, and the layup is good. And the Thunder lead by one. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Randall, a screen on Hartenstein. Randall outside, fires from deep. Williams grabs the board.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long. Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley passes to Randall. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. It's Edwards on the wing. Now here's Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Conley passes to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And it's good.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Randall outside. And here's Gobert from the arc. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Williams from long range. And he cans that one. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. This one, thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do
matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And here is McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Fires it up. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now Brooks, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. On the wing, Green. Three-pointer. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And here's Edwards from the arc. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Can they get it? The shot by Thompson, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. McDaniels dishes to Randle. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Houston's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Van Vliet. Gobert finds Edwards. Back to Gobert. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Thompson for the triple. Again, the miss by Thompson. Timberwolves leading by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Edwards. Conley with a wide open look. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Thompson with it. Now defended by Randle. Van Vliet against Conley. Şengün with a wide open look. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Randle. Still scoreless.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Şengün. They trail by 6.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Van Vliet against Conley. Pass to Randle. Over in the corner, Edwards. Off target from outside.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Green gets to Şengün. Three-pointer. Lays it up and banks it in. Şengün's got 8 points.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Randle. McDaniels, a screen on Şengün. Gobert with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. Edwards against Green. Stolen by McDaniels. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. The Timberwolves again can't hit. It's stolen by Edwards. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Timberwolves. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Clark, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Now here's Randall. Conley with the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
To the wing on the left. Eason finds Whitmore. Holiday. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Eason. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Clark. For three, Edwards nailed from three-point land. Edwards got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves. Here's Şengün. And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
A lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Amen Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Clark. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McDaniels. After Gobert, here's Alexander-Walker. His three-pointers off the mark. Rockets trail by 10. Whitmore with it. Picked up by Edwards. Out left to the wing. Now Whitmore hasn't made one yet. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Pass to Reed. Now here's Edwards. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from three-point range. It's Edwards on the wing. Whitmore defending. They get it again. Out to Edwards. No good with the triple. Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Eason. Thompson for the triple. And he's good on the three ball. Thompson's got 5.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Buries the long-range jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Şengün. He's got 11. No good there. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards with it. 11 points in the game. Edwards with another miss. Here's Whitmore. Edwards defending. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Houston. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the right wing. Takes the three. And it's Whitmore missing. Timberwolves leading by 7. Edwards passes to Gobert. And the wide open shot from Reed. Good on the triple. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Van Vliet left side. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Running the wings, they'll go at Green and Brooks. Alperen Şengün out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention. Carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Now, McDaniels, following the miss by Fred Van Vliet from deep. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Back to Thompson. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Şengün with a screen on Randall. Here's Brooks. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Conley against Van Vliet. And Michael Conley good for 3. Conley's got 11 points.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Timberwolves leading by 10. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And stolen by Thompson.
Good anticipation defensively. See the pass coming and manages to snatch it. Run it.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Nice shot by Brooks. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. They double-team Conley. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. McDaniels sets a screen for Randall. Out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. They grab their own miss. Conley inside the line. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Rockets trail by 6. Brooks the pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Conley penetrating. Here's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Rockets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You talk about reputations, RJ. You have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
And the reputation of Conley is a pass-first player, but he can pour it on when his team needs him to.
Here's Şengün. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Brooks. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Now here is Smith. Still yet to score. Holiday finds Green. Out to Thompson. Now here is Smith. Defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Green. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 3. Thompson for the triple. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Clark the pass to Reed. Knocked loose. Stolen by Thompson. There's Green with the 3. The shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 6. It's the NBA. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Miller, and it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Minot's checked in. Pass to Alexander-Walker. There's a screen. Here's Minot, covered by Smith. Back to Alexander Walker. And here's Edwards from the arc. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Alexander Walker finds DiVincenzo. Got that one up quick. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Reed against Holiday. Pass to Whitmore. Şengün with the screen for Holiday. Now Şengün defended by Alexander Walker. Şengün with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
It's stolen by Smith. Driving the lane, and Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
DiVincenzo against Holiday. Pass to Minot. to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Here's Eason, defended by Alexander Walker. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Eason. Einad pulls it in.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's DiVincenzo. They set the screen. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Eason passes to Smith. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, great to see the young fella step up. Whitmore showing veteran composure out there.
Holiday against DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. 1:46 left in the fourth. For 3, Edwards. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
Pass to Reed. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. They double-team Şengün. VanVleet finds Green. Places one from 3.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Brooks gets to Şengün. And the 3 off target. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
To the left side wing. Handle down low. It's up against Thompson. Over in the corner, Edwards. Knocks down the 3.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now here's Conley. Out to Edwards. Over Green. Offline. And so the Timberwolves take the win. All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
And the Oklahoma City starting 5. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. From downtown, Williams misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Hartenstein against Green. Here's Şengün. And stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And it's Hartenstein. That time on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And that one's good. Green.
Hey, when Green is hitting his threes, Jalen is a problem in capital letters.
It's Dort on the wing. Launches it. Brooks with the rebound. Houston has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Williams finds Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, BA. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Turkish Thunder. Şengün tasting the sauce up top.
Pass to Hartenstein. Dort outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
3 points.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Dort's shot is good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And stolen by Williams. Dort outside. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the shot.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Rockets trail by 3. And Şengün, here we go. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, the pass to Holmgren. And the shot's good. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
So it's Oklahoma City now, after the basket by Houston. Hartenstein in the post, working on Şengün. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pure from 3-point range.
Yeah, total focus from Shai there. Ready to go off the feed.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Back to Thompson. He shoots. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Dort outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Thompson scanning the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
What a performance for Lou Dort. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Aaron Holiday out there with Whitmore. And it's Eason in at the three. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Here we go, one-on-one. Şengün with it. Guarded now by Williams. Out to the wing. Here's Eason. Off the mark there with a three. Thunder leading by 4. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute. Uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Now here's Wallace, and here's Caruso outside. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Holiday passes to Şengün. Misses from close range. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. 3-point lead. Pass to Williams. Back to Williams. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Smith outside. Wide open. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Mitchell finds Williams. Back to Mitchell.
Houston foul.
Houston making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Holiday. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. 2 on the clock. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Whitmore outside. Dort grabs the miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Wiggins passes to Hartenstein. Now Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with the 3. And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:35 left in the first half. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Eason. Pass to Van Vliet. Oh, it's It deflects off the backboard. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's hauled in by Houston.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Whitmore. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Caruso. Green for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hardenstein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. And here's Holmgren. Pass to Hardenstein. Just 5 on the clock. He gets it in there. And now it's a 10-point Thunder lead.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Brooks. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
Hardenstein passes to Williams. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3 from Thompson. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Well, we've seen Luguentz Dort really having a good game here.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hardenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Here's Hardenstein. Second chance shot, and he takes it up and lays it in. Hardenstein's got 6.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Offensive rebound, and Hartenstein gets it to go. Hardenstein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Back to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA from distance.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Green against Dort. The 3 is up. Here's Şengün. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Williams finds Holmgren. Wow, the length of Chet.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Dort. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
The kick out to Van Vliet. And that comes off the assist by Green. Van Vliet's got his second basket.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hook loose. Şengün with a steal. It's tipped. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Thompson And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Dort for 3. They get the rebound. Rockets trail by 13. Van Vliet on the wing for 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Eason's checked in for Brooks. Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Eason. Counted from distance. Eason's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Caruso. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Tari Eason. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of this game.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Whitmore comes in for Thompson. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 5. Oh, Williams with the block. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Pass to Williams. Back to Dort. To the left side wing. Fires for 3. Wallace misses. Rockets trail by 12. And here's Green from the arc. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
Here's Dort. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And he's good on the second. Holiday from long range. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Thunder out in front, up 9. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Eason in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Holiday. Right side Whitmore, Eason with the ball. Caruso covers, left side Holiday. Pass to Smith, just 5 to shoot. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Wallace outside. Inside. Williams on the wing. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. The layup misses. Now here's Easton. The D's right on him. Now here's Whitmore. Back to Easton. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Over to the left wing. That's good from Eason on the assist by Şengün.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Wiggins. Up and in on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 5.
It's nice to see it. They're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
The Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Dort, the pass to Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Eason, pass to Green to tie it up. The long-range shooting of Jalen Green.
Green's got a full toolkit now, which makes him unstoppable at times.
Green against Dort. The kick out to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Williams on the wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul of the game. Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. Oklahoma City on D. Outside for Brooks. Back to VanVleet. Here's Green. Clock at 6. And he hammers it down right in the face of Jalen Williams.
Showing off that phenomenal body control right there. Green gets the shot to go despite being bumped.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Pass to Brooks. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Williams passes to Dort. 46 seconds left to play in the 4th. VanVleet finds Şengün. Outside for Green. VanVleet on the wing. Beyond the arc. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
Outside for Brooks. 4-3. This is the trade. Pass to Dort. From deep. It's off. And so it's the Thunder who come out on top here. And this was an emotional win for them.